I said it before, and I'll say it again. Poor Ilya. I really like her a lot. I really do. I know I aired my grievances last episode about what happened to her. It still doesn't make it right. She deserves so much better. Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. Previously, we were able to get Ilya's memory back after visiting one of my favorite places in the game, the Hidden Village, or Old Kakariko, where we got the charm from Impasse, the last known Sheikah in this world, residing in said village. And we also got the Ancient Skybook, the more important item, to show off to no, I was gonna say Chad. No, to Shad, the scholar of Russell's resistance group. Or I guess Thomas. But I more think it's Russell because he's kind of like leading the group. And plus, he's a character in that band that we do know about the most. So today, we're gonna show Chad. I'll call him Chad again. No, Shad. Shad. I've not made this mistake until now. I don't know why I'm doing it now. We're gonna show Shad the book and see what he thinks of it. What's this? Ah, it's skywriting. Where blazes did you get this? You don't suppose this could be the word that breaks the seal? Right, let's try it out. No reaction. So, it's not this statue. Ugh. Link, thanks for so. You have brought me one step closer to solving this puzzle. I shall give the book back to you. Now, I shall try out this word on other statues. I have made the rounds of these statues so many times that I have memorized their locations. I will place marks on your map so you can find them. Come find me in case you have questions. Remember, every one of these marks is near an owl statue. Now, if you'll excuse me. So, Shad wasn't actually using that word to fiddle with that statue. He actually helped us return power to our Dominion Rod, which means we can now use it to imbue life into statues like we could back in the Temple of Time. The writing in the book was a spell that imbued the staff with magic. Now you can do to those other statues what you did before. So, he did say he would mark your map wherever there was a statue, didn't he? Then we should go check out those spots, right, Link? My thoughts exactly, Minda. But before I go, I gotta say something if you've been playing along up until now. Whatever you do, if you value your progress, and if you have multiple files backed up, do not save here. There's a glitch, a very well-known glitch among Twilight Princess players, that when you restart your file, it will warp you behind the statue. If you don't have the means to move it, you're gonna be stuck there. And unless you have multiple save files in your game, you have to play the whole adventure from the very start. And trust me, if you made it this far only for that to happen to you, you are gonna be very livid. I knew about this glitch years ago when I saw a previous LP of this game, so that's like been the one tidbit I always stuck in my mind whenever I would be playing this game on my own. Then I made sure not to have that happen to me. I just want to make sure to pass on that word because, like I said, it's well known, but it never helps to share what's already well known because you never know. There might be someone out there who is new to the game playing this for the first time and probably don't know about that tip themselves. So it is going to be handy to somebody in the end. Now, what we can do is I'm going to head back to the Hidden Village. We still have business to do over there, and I want to get that out of the way before we do tackle the main objective, and that is to look around the land of Hyrule to help us find whatever we're looking for near these owl statues that Chad was talking about. While I'm heading over, I might as well show off what using Ilia's charm will look like. Just one button press, and Link will automatically whistle to get an opponent to come to his position. Like I said, it's just helps getting Epona to your spot almost immediately, which means you don't have to rely on horse grass anymore to summon her. Essentially, we just have our own version of portable horse grass. That's how you can look at the charm. Like I already mentioned though, kinda useless at this point because we already have so many portals open up to us by now, and we have the ability to warp. So it makes having this item at all very pointless to have in your arsenal, which is why I guess they decided to make it optional in the end. Still, it sucks that you have the chance to not help Ilia restore her memory in the end, and it doesn't matter at all in the grand scheme of things when it comes to this game's ending. Just imagine that. That would be a pretty harsh fate to live with. The entire world has been rectified of their problems in one way or another, except for the one friend that you hold dear and very close to your heart never got their memory back. It's all because you declined the option to help them cure their amnesia. It's kind of cruel in a very twisted way. So coming back to the Hidden Village, it's gonna have something a little different go down. First off, you can see it's been overrun by Impass's cats, which I guess makes this their own personal playground now. Maybe in some way it makes this place a little safer. It does make it a lot more friendly, that's for sure. But what we have to do is to find that Kuko that was near the Howling statue we got last episode, which is right here. You can change it to wolf form, and then talk to it. Ah, welcome. This is Forgotten Village. I already know that before. I've been here once. What? Did you forget about me in like one day? I wasn't gone for that long. 30. No, more like 20. That's how many cats have made it back here to the village. So perhaps you could, just play with them? Ah, thanks so much. They're all so lovely, so perhaps you could talk to every one of them? But if you leave the village, it'll be like you never talked to any of them, do you understand? Cats are forgetful. Oh, let me give you a tip for speaking to all of them. Start at one end. Got it? I know we heard that literally last episode, but I don't care. I love this kind of music. It would be an injustice if I didn't let it play out at least twice. So basically, this place has been replaced from Bulblets to cats now, which makes this more of a hide-and-seek game. And we already have 2 of these found off the bat. And here's number 3. The bad thing about this minigame is that the game itself doesn't keep track of what cats you've already talked to. So it's gonna be up to you and your own instincts to determine who you have talked to and who you haven't spoken to yet. We're already buddies. So that's what happens when you try to talk to a cat you've already conversed with. There's one up there. Probably should talk to that one up there first. Yeah, I'll do that. So come on, Link, don't do that! I wasn't trying to hop off like that. Oh, don't do that again. No, don't go over there. I want to see if I can go over this railing. That's probably not gonna work. Yeah, I might as well just abandon that. Abandon that plan for something else. Number 6. I don't know, in a way, this is kinda cute. I mean, you're a friendly wolf just playing hide and seek with a bunch of cats. That seems to be like a very good way to spend a personal day in your life. At least if you like cats. I personally like dogs more, but there's nothing wrong with cats, at least not when they get all uppity with ya. Though this is coming from somebody who's never owned a cat in their life. I've only owned fish when it comes to having pets. And fish, while they're cool to look at, not really the most excitable pet to have. At least they're easy to take care of. Until they die, that is. And when they die, they just flush down the toilet and never think of them ever again. What I'm saying is, fish are very tough to grow attached to. I want to find a way to get up to this railing over here. Because I don't want to leave that cat alone. And what if I just approach from over here and find a way to get up there? I'll speak to you in the meantime. And that puts us halfway there. Can I break that? Nope, can't. Can't even go through that door. That's kind of stupid. I mean, Link is powerful as hell as a wolf, yet he can't do that. I wonder if... Now opponent's not gonna call for... like a long jump to happen? That's kind of strange. Come on. Get up there. Nice. Oh, come on. It's not gonna work, is it? I'm pretty sure if we could warp out of wolf form and back into it, it's not gonna affect our progress. That one's speaking to my belly. It's getting quite the show down there, isn't it? There's another one over there. There's an opening over here. So we'll talk to this cat first. 12th one. And go over there. I think you're the one I was trying to get to. 13th one. Excellent. So I think I've taken care of all the cats on the left side. Which means time to take care of finding the cats on the right side of the village now. But first, there's one over here near Impass's place. There's one cat all over here, just staring at my neck. At least these cats are friendly and not like vicious, so I don't have to worry about them biting me. Though, if they were able to damage me in any way, would that really hurt Wolflake? Because I'm sure he would be strong enough to take care of anything these cats might throw at it if they decide to become aggressive. Gotta find a way to get up there now. Is there a way I could jump somewhere? Not over here. least I know I can change back into human form. And it won't matter that much. Let's see if I actually talked to you already, because you've been following me around now. Yep, already buddies, I thought so. Nice double check. Just to be safe. Yeah, I wonder if I can claw shot my way up to that small piece of... Yep, I can. I claw shot up there. It looks like that deck wouldn't be climbable because it's just so short in length. So that's why I didn't really think about doing it that too much. It's up here now. Sorry about talking much. I'm just enjoying this music partially. It's just too dang good to listen to. I've already made friends with you, haven't I? I think I have. Okay, now this is where things are gonna get a little tough. It's like finding a needle in a haystack from here on out. Pretty sure I've talked to you. Yep, already buddies. So, what are the last four? It's not over there. You, spoke to you. This is gonna take a while, I just know it. I knew it was gonna take a while from the start of this entire minigame. I wanna talk to you. I wanna talk to you. I already talked to you? Thought I didn't. Maybe there's one over here near the Kuko. No, there isn't. Thought there would be. Okay, there's a cat up there. But getting up there, I don't remember how to do that. I mean, there is this that we can probably jump over at. No, wait, what am I thinking? I know exactly what I'm doing wrong here. Claw shot back up this net. No, don't fall into that water. The cat's probably need at the drink lake. Don't want to contaminate that with your human germs. I'm pretty sure I've talked to you already. Yep, I have. So what I'm missing out here is that I was supposed to jump into that window, I bet. Let me line myself up. Just get rid of these barrels in the meantime. I don't trust myself with Wolf Lake. There. I see that little critter on the other side. Here I come! Yeah! Well, careful. Up we go. Good job, Lake. Good job. Now that leaves 3. Yeah, you were 1? Where in the world were you in this place? I figured if I stumble across one in here, I would find it, but I didn't notice you before. What in the world? That was strange. Okay, you know what? I just thought of an idea. I'm not sure how viable this could be. But what I'm gonna do is take a cat that I've talked to and place it over where the Kuko leader is at. That way, this will keep track of who I've talked to much easier. I want to see if I actually talked to you before. Yeah, I thought so. So I'm gonna take all the cats I've seen here. Wait a second. I think there might be one place I missed out on. Uh, doesn't look like it. You were there before, weren't you? Nope, already talked to you. So this will make it a little easier for me to keep track of who I'm talked to. And that way, if I find a stray cat out still in the village, I'll know for a fact that I didn't talk to them yet. It's a shame though the one time that these cats are around is that when they'll try to run away from you because that's just part of their game. It might be a bit of a time-consuming strat, but I'm sure it'll be a viable one. Okay, this was speaking to my nards. That's way too close, buddy. Way too close. I was gonna say, I'm sure this will be a viable strat in the long term. If I'm able to get this done right, I just gotta make sure that all the cats I'm picking up are ones I've already talked to. Again, it seems like I'm putting way much more effort into this than I should, but seeing all these cats around and knowing that the game doesn't have a good way to keep track of who you've talked to and who you haven't, that just makes this a little tougher than it should be. Like, it's not even marked on the minimap, not on the game screen or on your gamepad. Wait a minute. Is there one? Come on, attack it. Yeah, it's one right behind the barrels. 19th one too. And you are coming with me. Okay, I'll admit, that was a pretty clever hiding spot. I would not think to check behind those barrels. Though I probably should destroy those in the first place. Now for the last one. Are you behind barrels here? No. Alright, new plan of attack then. Smash up everything until I find the last cat. Because I'm pretty sure I put the rest of them here in their personal pet house. And they're just harassing their cuckoo leader all the while too. Yeah, that cuckoo leader is just not having it, but those are his troops, so that's his problem, not mine. Spoken to you yet? Pretty sure I have. Yep, thought so. Well, in that case, surprise! Animal control here. It's wholesome animal control. Whoa, oh no! Okay, that was really awful of me to do that. Why did I think going off the ledge like that would be a good idea? Wasn't really a ledge. It was a railing. But still, that was not very wise of me to do. At least you can't hurt the cats in this game. Lord knows if you could do that, this game would get such a stern talking to from PETA. Oh, for a fact over here, this is all the first 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're number 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh crap, just as I thought. I put them all here. Now I gotta figure out which one's which. Alright, so that didn't clearly work out, but that's because I miscounted. Which means I did find the last cat. I just gotta figure out which one of these guys I have talked to and which one I haven't. This might take a while. That's saying a lot because this has taken already so much time as it is. I thought for sure I'd be able to finish this up by now, but turns out that my foolproof plan did have a flaw in it after all. Once again, these cats are getting too close to me. These guys do not know the first thing about personal space, do they? Yeah, there you are. The 20th one, I did misplace you. Wow, Meow, everyone's getting along, Meow. Go tell the leader. Well, I would, but I'm not sure how happy he's gonna be right now, considering you've been leaping at him for what, 20 minutes now? You talked to all of them. Thanks, though I have a lot of these scratches on me, so I'm not sure how thankful I really am. Now your prize is from the old lady's house. Make sure you pick it up before you leave. Okay, so my strat wasn't really the best, but that's because I thought of it way too late. If I thought of it sooner, it probably would have saved me a very good chunk amount of time. So make sure to go pick up this prize too, because if you don't, then you have to do the whole minigame all over again. And you saw how long it took. There's no way I'm going to put myself through that again. You can repeat this minigame by talking to the Kiko leader, but you'll only get a red rupee outside of Impass's house you have to dig up if you do complete it one more time, or at least in subsequent attempts afterwards. So while we're finding our first owl statue, a little tidbit about the animals in this game. Apparently they were planned to have side quests attached to them, hence why you can pick them up like you could do with cats and dogs. There's a beta version of the woods in a screenshot on Unseen64 showing two dogs following Link. Also, the devs were apparently inspired by Fistful of Dollars and Lord of the Rings to make this game's style. It certainly shows. I actually thought more about the western side of this game's presentation and less of the fantasy aspect, because if you're playing a Zelda game, you're kind of used to this being looking like it's in a fantasy world, so that's why I didn't focus on that part too much. But again, it kind of does make sense. So here at the Bridge of Eldin, we can see we have our first owl statue right here. Just like before, we can move around to make it get under our control. But what we're really after is the seal that lies underneath. And that gives us one sky character. A missing part of the word in the ancient sky book has been restored. But there are still others missing. I'm pretty sure this might be located on the map somewhere. Probably not. Maybe they are just marked by the flags. I'm not too sure. Well, it doesn't really matter because I have this all routed out, so I can warp to all these places and just show where they are. The next owl statue resides near the Kakariko Gorge portal. I think the point of finding all of these is to hang on, is that gold or no, it's yellow. Man, I missed my gold choo-choo jelly. Granted, I never had a reason to use it up until the stupidest of circumstances happened. But I still miss having to use it for like a better reason than why I actually had to utilize it. As I was saying, I'm pretty sure the reason why you had to do all of this to begin with, or find the owl statues rather, is to memorize where they are if you do see them during your travels. Then again, I'm pretty sure they are marked based on the flags on your minimap, so check your gamepad or the map on screen in order to find it. Hang on a second, before we do that, I know we can find something with this owl statue. We just gotta lure it over to this side, once we're on top of here, and then maneuver it just in the right spot That should be good enough. Come on, quit. Thank you. Didn't want to make Link whack with this statue because it can't defend itself. But by doing that, we get our stamp. That's the Hylian letter E. That used to be an orange rupee. Once upon a time, it was used for something useful, but not anymore, since we already discussed what happened to that. No need to delve on that anymore. No idea how that statue disappeared behind me. Maybe it does have a mind of its own after all. In any case, we got ourselves another character for our ancient skybook. Look at me using Horse Grass, even though I had the charm that makes opponents summon to our position anyways. It just happened to be there at the time, so that's why I utilized it. So I'm pretty sure my suspicions are right. The flags on the map do indicate where these owl statues are located, because this one, I remember for a fact, we have seen this in the past. We just didn't have a reason to completely interact with it at the time. This is back in Fern Woods, near Nesthead, the lantern slash oil salesman. It was this statue over here. We could do anything about this before, but now with the Dominion Rod, we're able to move it around. I'm pretty sure this is what it was hiding all this time. That's another one for the book. But I'm pretty sure, based on this rock over here, yeah, that hole in the ground, that's not all we can do with this statue. We can move it over here and plant it down there. And now we have a way to climb up. Should quit and then transform into a wolf lake. And with some assistance from Minda, able to get up here. And this is supposed to lead, yep, to another treasure chest here back at North Fern Woods. And this was very lucrative. It's another piece of heart. We're already one piece away from assembling our next heart container. That's soon after finishing the last dungeon too. The next one's gonna be located at the Broken Theater area over here next to Castletown. At least that's where I hope it is. Yes, that's where Owl statue is located. So we can get that off. That's the easy part. The hard part is trying to actually use that statue to climb up to its seal. After we take care of these guys first. Those end up being a nuisance if I don't deal with them sooner rather than later. So I'm pretty sure the idea here is to stand over here, possess that statue, then walk into this little alcove of sorts. We should maneuver around a little bit. That should be far enough. And now we can make a simple jump over, provided I place this far enough and close enough to us. And sure enough, we got our next character for the book. So I think that's like, what, 3 or 4 already got into this book? We're making pretty good progress pretty fast. Of course, that's not all. We saw there's a chest over there that's been sitting over there for a very long time now. Couldn't do anything about that until this moment. Just gotta move our temporary owl statue friend here over to this spot. Do the same things before. I'm sure it's fine. And I missed the jump. I'm gonna chalk that up to the faulty control stick. Because I know I made this... Okay, I didn't probably make it as good as I thought I did. We just gotta move this back. That's the only adjustment we have to make. This does that. Move back a little bit. There we go. Then move here again. And that contains an orange rupee. Man, for once we found a chest that had a rupee that didn't get replaced by a stamp. Yeah, that was actually pretty useful. Did fill up our wall quite a bit. Believe it or not, it's pretty fortuitous that it's becoming nighttime, because there's something else we can pick up back at the hidden village that we have to wait till nighttime to get. It's gonna be another postal we can collect. But we couldn't do that at the time because it was daytime when we did the cat minigame. But while we're waiting for that, and since we're close to Castle Town already, we might as well pay the hero's shade that final visit that it's been waiting at Castle Town for some time now. Not that long. But since we're here, might as well get him out of the way. I don't want to say that's a bad thing though, because there's no way that's a bad thing. Being the hero's shade is always an honor. It happens to stand right in front of Hyrule Castle. Really? You're not gonna make me switch out even though we're alone with the wolf? Come on now. Man, that's bupkis. Do I really have to go to Tomo's bar just to switch out? Dude, that's not right. That's not right at all. Man, I don't believe it. I didn't just have to go to Tomo's bar to change back into human form. I had to leave the entire town just so I could switch out again. I think it's because people noticed me, so that's why I couldn't switch it into human form. Cause that happened the last time, or previous time I was at Castletown. Maybe that's why it happened. At last, the time is now. This is the 7th and final hidden skill that I can pass on to you. This forgotten skill is the ultimate secret technique, and it tests the true courage of the one who wields it. Do you wish to master this final hidden skill, which can be earned only by the one true hero? Very well. Then before we begin, I will test you to ensure you have mastered the last skill I taught you, the jump strike. Now then, come at me! Ow! What ails you? You must lock with DL press. Yes, I know what to do. I just got confused for a moment. I've only used it a handful of times. Get off my back! Excellent. It appears you are certainly capable before my lost start. Very well. My final hidden skill is... the Great Spin. Let it be hewn into your mind. You have at your disposal the basic sword technique known as the spin attack. You have mastered numerous hidden skills and now house the spirit of the true hero. You now have in you the ability to magnify the power of your spin attack. But the only time you can draw out that power is when your life energy is brimming full. Now, try unleashing the spin attack on me. This is basic as it sounds. As long as you have full health, a regular spin attack is a great spin attack. Impressive. I will repeat this once more. You can only perform this technique when your life energy is brimming full. Remember this. The final hidden skill, the Great Spin, has been passed on. After all of the other fantastic skills we learned from him, the last one is just an upgrade, which is such a letdown after all the other useful skills we learned from the hero's shade. I mean, think about all the past times we met with him and we got something new to add to our arsenal that was unique, that was different, that was advantageous to us in certain situations. And then the last one he has to present is just a basic upgrade. It's quite a letdown, all things considered. With full energy, unleash a spin attack for even more damage. It basically makes your spin more powerful, and I guess a little wider too. Kinda hard to tell, but at least you got a nice little wind changing effect thing that happens when you do make the spin, so there's that too. It's a letdown. You have at last mastered all of the hidden skills. Although I accepted life as the hero, I could not convey the lessons of that life to those who came after. At last, I have eased my regrets. You who have marched through countless foes, each mightier than the last. You who now gaze to the future with vision unclouded. Surely you can restore Hyrule to a stature of yore as the chosen land of the gods. Farewell. Go, and do not falter, my child. Stupid upgrade aside, the hero's Shade is a very interesting and very memorable character. We learned quite a lot from him during our adventure, meeting him in different locations, listening to different songs in his wolf form at the Howling Statues. Not to mention is that he always had this really different aura, this different feel to him. And that last part about him calling us his child, well, there's a huge theory that the hero's Shade, which I believe was given to him by the fans for a while until it was made official by Nintendo. I could be getting that wrong. But it's a popular theory, which I think has also been confirmed thanks to the Hyrule Historia, is that this specific character is actually Link's ancestor from Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, the N64 Link, basically. As we heard, he died regretting never passing on his skills in swordplay, so to put his soul to rest, he taught 7 skills to a descendant of his bloodline. The Link in this game, the one we're controlling right now, is otherwise known as the Hero of Twilight. I read up in the Hyrule Historia that the various Links you play in the Zelda series, sometimes they go by different names, like the one in the N64 games goes by the Hero of Time, the one in the Wind Waker / Toon Link universe, I believe in Wind Waker specifically, he goes by the Hero of Winds, and not surprising, this Link that we are controlling right now has its own little nickname. just a reminder, we're going back to the Hidden Village to go get that postal that does inhabit that settlement. So that's why we're going through this part of Lanayru one more time. As a fun tidbit to the hero's shade, there's concept art in the book that shows a Twilight version of his character. So maybe it could be a theory or a possibility that they considered of having the hero's shade have him fight us in like a Twilight version or something like that. Kind of like a Dark Link versus Link sort of deal is what I'm trying to allude to. Maybe that's what they're going for, or it was probably just a sketch idea that one of the artists had. I just want to jot that down. And it might have been so impressive that they decided to include it to the Hyrule Historia. That could be it. Nevertheless, it's a pretty cool design I remember seeing in that book. That's not what I meant to press. I forgot. I had Ilya's charm equipped on that part. Or that time, rather. But yeah, that's the hero's shade. All that stuff you can learn about him is in the Hyrule Historia, which makes him a very intriguing character. And to know that it was one of the links from the past that ended up... What happened to this Poe? Did it go through the... You damn Poe and your ethereal abilities facing through physical matter like that? What's the matter with you? Trying to cheat me out of getting your soul? You should know that time comes to all. At least for the Poes. And in the end, they always meet the same end. Of me getting their souls. That was really weird. I didn't expect to see that happen. That's what I was trying to say though. The hero Shade's a very intriguing character. The fact that he was a previous Link that you did play as in one of the past Zelda games somehow still went through life and we got to meet him again as this Link and learn skills from basically ourselves in a past life. It's just really cool. I really liked his inclusion in the game, and what purpose he had, despite how lame the last skill he teaches you is. Still, he's a very memorable side character that should not be forgotten. The Hero Shade is one cool entity that's helped us through our travels. And that's all we're gonna do for today. We accomplished quite a bit, but we still have some traveling to do to find the rest of those characters for the Skybook. And that's exactly what we'll be continuing next time. Until we meet again, farewell for now.